Elon Musk shares picture of new CEO of Twitter, says he is amazing. Billionaire Elon Musk has shared the picture of new CEO of Twitter and said, he is so much better than the other guy. Interestingly, the new CEO is not a human but his pet Shiba Inu, Floki. Musk posted a picture of his Shiba Inu sitting on the CEO's chair. The pet dog is pictured donning a CEO-themed black t-shirt. A tiny laptop and a few papers are seen lying in front of the dog. In the post, Musk wrote, "The new CEO of Twitter is amazing." In another tweet, Musk highlighted the new CEO's caliber. He wrote, "He's great with numbers." Add that he is wearing a business suit and glasses. Talking about the CEO's fashion sense, Musk wrote, "and has style." Alongside, he added 2 fire emoticons. An individual in the Twitter comments section wrote, "Nothing wrong in it as I see him as a watchdog." A second person wrote, "Must have been an offer he couldn't refuse. Not the hero Twitter deserves, but the one we need right now. Welcome CEO Floki." Added a third, "TBH, if dogs could run the world, it would be a much better place," said a fourth. Rebels in Indonesia's Papua say images show abducted NZ pilot in good health. Jakarta, February 15. Reuters. Separatists in Indonesia's rest of Papua region have released images that they say show a New Zealand pilot taken hostage last week is in good health, but pledged he would not be freed until authorities acknowledge the independence of the area. The pilot, Philip Mertens, who flew a plane operated by airline Suzy Air, was abducted by fighters from the West Papua National Liberation Army (TPNPB) last week after landing in the remote region of Nduga. Reuters could not independently verify the authenticity of the images, but a friend of Mertens, who declined to be named because of the sensitivity of the issue, confirmed it was the pilot. Sebi Sambom, a spokesman for the TPNPB, shared photographs and videos of a man wearing a jean jacket, surrounded by a group of about a dozen fighters, some armed with guns and bows. "The Papuan military that has taken me captive to fight for Papuan independence, they ask for the Indonesian military to go home to Indonesia, and if not, I will remain captive for my life," Mertens said at one point in the video. One of the fighters is holding up the Morning Star flag, a symbol of Papuan independence. In a statement accompanying the images, Sambom said that the pilot was in good health and that he was collateral in a political dispute. Indonesia's Chief Security Minister Mahfud MD vowed in a video late on Monday to ensure Mertens' release using persuasive approaches, because the priority is his safety, but said could not rule out using other ways without elaborating. "Taking civilians as hostage, for any reason, is unacceptable," he said. A spokesperson for New Zealand's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade said they were aware of the photographs and video circulating but declined to comment further. Indonesia's easternmost provinces have been racked with a low-level battle for independence since the resource-rich region was controversially brought under Indonesian control in a vote overseen by the United Nations in 1969. The conflict has escalated significantly since 2018, with pro-independence fighters mounting deadlier and more frequent attacks. Coimbatore. Clash breaks out between students and non-Tamil mess workers in private college. Clash broke out between students and non-Tamil mess workers in a hostel of a private polytechnic college in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. The situation is under control now and college administration has launched an internal probe in the matter. The incident took place at RVS Educational Institution near Sulla in Coimbatore last night. The clash broke out between local students and guest workers from other states who were employed at the mess. A video footage of the clash has gone viral on social media. It shows hundreds of students running towards one end of the hostel mess with sticks and rods in their hands. According to reports, the students demanded more non-veg food, which was denied by the mess workers, who were predominantly guest workers from other states. This led to a verbal altercation, which quickly turned violent. The clash was captured on video by some of the students present at the scene. The police were alerted to the incident and rushed to the scene, brought the situation under control. The college authorities have initiated an investigation into the incident and assured that strict action against those found responsible. If Islamabad can't protect our citizens, Chinese embassy in Pakistan temporarily shuts consular section. In a surprise move, China has announced temporarily closing down the consular section of its embassy in Islamabad until further notice. Due to technical issues, the consular section of the Chinese embassy in Islamabad will be temporarily closed from February 13, 2023 until further notice, read a notice issued on its official website. According to a source in Islamabad diplomatic enclave, the Chinese embassy was receiving threats from Tehrik-i-Taliban (TTP) and Baloch militants continuously. So, the embassy, in consultation with Beijing, decided to suspend its consular services to avoid any mishaps and incidents, the source added. The source also revealed that China is not happy with the Shehbaz Sharif-led coalition government as the attacks on Chinese citizens and China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) projects are on rise. If Islamabad can't protect our citizens, projects and interests, we know the way, Beijing has reportedly said, according to the source. Beijing informed Islamabad that it cannot do work and business in a grave security situation, with Chinese workers being threatened and killed in Pakistan. Despite assurances by Pakistan Prime Minister Sharif on his visit to Beijing last year, China is not feeling safe in Pakistan, the source further said. Rising security threats have pushed Beijing to take strong measures, with the embassy in Pakistan informing its citizens, workers and businessmen to stay safe and avoid the risky areas. After the threats, a majority of Chinese families are leaving Pakistan too. In December 2022, Australia, Saudi Arabia, US and UK warned the embassy staff to restrict roaming amid Islamabad terror red alerts. Pakistan has witnessed 56% rise in terror attacks since the fall of Kabul, and the recent Peshawar mosque attack has panicked the whole country. Scientists re-engineer dead birds into drones that may one day spy on humans, wildlife. Scientists have developed drones using the bodies of stuffed dead birds, an advance they say could one day be used for stealthily spying on wildlife. The study, presented recently at the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics SATEC 2023 Forum, incorporates dead birds into flapping wing drones and may also enable spying on people for military purposes. Flapping wing drones, or ornithopters, are inspired by the flying process of birds and are built using mechanical components, including propellers for thrust. Researchers, including Mustafa Hassanlian at New Mexico Tech in the US, say the new findings can be applied to re-engineer dead birds instead of solely relying on artificial materials for building drones. In the study, scientists combined taxidermy bird parts and artificial flapping drone mechanisms to recreate some of the general appearance and motions of birds more closely. They conducted 2 flight tests using drones that looked like birds, including one that looked like a real pheasant. Researchers also used 3D flapping and aerodynamic simulators to test the aerodynamic flapping characteristics of the re-engineered models. This allowed the implementation of flapping mechanisms and testing of the aerodynamics of the flapping wing drone, researchers wrote in the study. Scientists however found that the models created this way were not the most efficient flyers. They say while it is difficult to create such a drone, it is very practical for research purposes and can keep nature undisturbed. The new findings, scientists say, can also help make existing flapping wing drones look more natural. Based on the results, they also found that the replacement of some gear components used in such drones can lead to reduced noise and an increase in longevity. Researchers also found from the study that developing bendable wrists for such drones would help in making the wings more flexible in flight.